Good day. We have come again today. We continue to have these um, episodes where we engage. I guess it's also some ways perhaps to indicate the strength of Russia Training Academy. And as I've said before, Russia Training Academy is a training and consulting business. We focus mainly on management issues, capacitating teams. So we have a number of training programs such as your policy development, project management, results-based material and evaluation, stakeholder management, risk management, organizational strategy, community development, developing a business plan, cooperatives management, conflict management, standard operating procedures, how to build effective teams, and many more programs. Hit at www.rishaacademy.coza. You will get more details on the programs that we offer. But it's also for organizations that may need a consulting services. Consulting services maybe want a business that could assist to manage your projects, to develop your strategies, to workshop your teams on building effective teams in the organization, but management of conflicts in the organization, because as we know, conflicts are inevitable. So it's a number of programs and consulting services that we offer. You can also email us at info@rishaacademy.coza. Today I chose to engage on project closure. I guess this is very much important aspect in project management life cycle, particularly at the end, where the client or even your stakeholders would then expect that closure report. Why do we need this closure report at the end of the projects? It is mainly about accountability, to account, to say, since the start of the project, this is what we've done, and this has been our achievement. Because remember, at the beginning of the project, you have designed goals for that project, what it was to achieve. You look at that, did you achieve the goals? Is the customer happy? Or are the beneficiaries happy, particularly in the case of public projects? Did we pay everyone that must have been paid? Because in a project you have different expenses, and as you are closing, some of the sales providers could be doing your last gap activities, and they might be claiming they bring the invoices a bit late. So, but in essence, closing project formally would help to account, but also to quantify where we've made success and where we've made failures. But the other issue is the issue of the stakeholders that you are working with. They also have to be aware that the project has come formally to a close. A formal report must be done and shared with everyone to understand what went well, what went wrong in this project. But also you might be having a number of suppliers that you're working with. It's time now to terminate the contracts. You don't want, when you thought the project has been closed, another supplier comes late that, we were not told that we've closed, we've been continuing to work, and there's the invoice and there's no man to pay for that person. But also the issue of the resources, at times, depending on the type of resource structure you may have deployed for that project, you may have some people that are even internally from other internal business units. This is the time that they get released to where they come from, so that they can continue to work in the business units that they were allocated. You may have appointed a consultant, an engineer, or somebody to assist you throughout the project life cycle. It has come to an end, and those people must receive some form of communication to say the project has ended, therefore they will no longer participate in the project. But you also have been working with should I say, number of documentation. That's the time to make sure that those documents are ready. Because these documents, they support your report in terms of whether you've achieved or not achieved. Whether you've closed these contracts, you've terminated these contracts or not. Those documents are very much important. But this is the time where a client also has to sign off and accept the product or the results of the project to say, indeed, the project has been completed. I'm happy. And I want to say thank you to the project manager. You have done well. This is what the client must say if the project has been properly done and there's a close-up report. That because when the client signs off on that report, in many cases it will mean he's happy. But this report, it gives an opportunity to the project team and other stakeholders to draw lessons from, so that as you go to implement other projects, you are also able to say that we these are the issues that we call it deal with them, or these are the issues that we've dealt with them very much successfully, so that we draw the lessons. You go to another project that may have some challenges, some issues, same scope, so it will be easier to implement that. And the good thing about it is that you might also able to finish that on time. So that is, in essence, the importance of closer reporting projects. So at Richard Training Academy, we can also help you to make sure that you do this correctly. But also, as an organization, you have a number of maybe have a number of projects, and maybe some are at close to closing stage. You may need guidance to properly close this project. So we are here to give that service, but also to capacitate your team so that they can understand this. Maybe you are interested in learning this, engage us. We'll be able to provide that kind of training to you, and you'll be very much empowered. As I always say, that our curriculum is well designed in a manner that when you go back to your business environment or to your workplace, it would be easier to implement some of these things. We don't just teach everything and anything. We focus on on things that are very much crucial, and that is how we end it. We'll continue to give these episodes whenever the time is available to do so. Please also subscribe to our website so that we can send you, whenever we have communications, we can send you directly our newsletters, our blogs, promotions on our courses. We can email that to you. It's richacademy.coza. You can go there and subscribe. It will be easier for us to communicate with you. For those who have not enrolled for the free webinar on monitoring and evaluation course this Saturday, please do so. We are starting at 9. So email at info@richacademy.coza. But you go to website, you navigate on the course bookings. You'll find at the top there, when you open the course booking bar, it will be the first, and then it's a free. You just enroll there, it's free. You'll be awarded a certificate of attendance thereafter. And the good thing about the certificates with Richard Trading Academy is that you'll be able to verify those certificates. They have a unique code that only belongs to you. So are not the certificates that some people can just go to internet cafe and do whatever they have to do. You'll be able to, anyone can verify them. A HR manager can verify those certificates. So thank you for being with us, and may God bless.